all taking a long time.
What are we making today?
A German chicken soup.
Buns?
Yeah. I had to change it a little bit though because I don't really have the time to read. I use usually 2.5 hours, I'm trying. The meat seems nice, so I'm just taking off the meat, put it back in the bones.
You're working very organised here today, aren't
like
you?
that I know which order the vegetables need to go in. I'm realizing I can't extract all their goodness in their time, so I was like, what am I gonna do? It literally tastes like nothing. So I decide I'm gonna use a pressure cooker. I've never used a pressure cooker before, so I was a bit like, oh, but I needed to do something.
I'm doing a decadent dessert platter. An almond tart, a tiramisu, a creme brulee, and a chocolate ice cream today.
Vanessa, so who's at the party?
Well, definitely my family of 4, which is my husband and 2 boys, my parents, and my grandparents and my daughter are above us, watching down, waiting for me to bring some of it back to them in heaven. So there's a whole heap of things going on for me.
Awesome.
It's like my life on a plate, really.
Let's hope your life tastes good, eh?
Let's hope so. I've got my creme brulees ready to go. In 2 little ramekins, I grab a square pan so that I can poach the creme brulees. As I'm pouring the boiling water, I suddenly realise that it's boiling water going absolutely everywhere. Oh.
What's going on?
So a complete disaster. Josh is standing there just shaking his head, looking at me in horror. Oh, I used a springform pan. I didn't realise. So when I poured the boiling water in, it went straight
Disaster. Well, at least it's not oil. You're trying to poach your creme brulee, is that a creme? You're going to burn this cloth in a minute as well, so get that out of there. Don't make it your last supper.
I'm in control.
If you're in control, I'd hate to see you out of control.
Aww.
Ella.
Yes.
Don't be disrupted by what's going on over here. It's bloody chaos.
So mean.
She's all right, she's all right.
So tell me, what are you up to?
So my favourite place in the world is the Coromandel. We have a batch at Cook's Beach. Yeah, one of my favourite things to do is go for scallops. So I'm going to have raw scallops, garlic crumb scallops, and a seafood chowder.
Now, what was the whole fish you got? I saw you grab a whole fish.
Yeah, I'm going to be making my own stock, which I've got going on the pressure cooker at the moment.
Okay.
Might need to turn that up a little bit, actually. Yeah, I've made fish stock a few times before, but never in a pressure cooker. When I'm releasing the pressure, I have a bit of a disaster. Ella and Vanessa were in front of me. It was quite funny. I was like calmly rolling the pasta, and next thing you know,
What's going on?
got fish stock everywhere.
You really do have fish stock everywhere.
Sorry, Vanessa.
I had this beautiful poached pear in white wine sitting right next to it, and I just hope it doesn't taste like fish stock, but I think I'm okay. Could be an interesting flavour mix.
Okay, guys, that is only 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go to cook us your last supper. Don't be the one getting crucified today.
Mate, what's going on? You going to get there? What are you rolling
absolutely. I'm just rolling up my pan rolls and putting in some breadcrumbs to make that nice crispy.
What's inside them?
Indian savoury mince inside it. So I made a mincemeat with...
What are you sweating
Yeah,
like
I know. My body is just like that. Sorry.
And, you know, like, have you taken 30 seconds to look at everybody else's bench?
No, absolutely. I'm just going to clear up. I've got everything in order. Just need to plate it up.
I'm very
hopefully.
excited about eating your dish today. Give us great food. Don't give us soggy.
No.
Give
Absolutely
us crispy on the outside.
Absolutely, Simon. Thank you.
I don't know if we'll get this last one done, but we'll try.
5 minutes to go. How are you going?
Got 2 elements done, just to learn the third. I'm hoping they'll be done in time, but if they're not, then I just won't serve them.
Okay.
The last 5 minutes, I'm basically just standing there looking at the deep fryer, just hoping that they're cooked. They're not really changing much in colour, so it's not a good sign.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from your bench.
A little bit gutted, but the 2 elements I did put up were quite good, and they're 2 pretty much dishes in itself in one, so I think it'll be enough.
I'm feeling good. My dish is probably the most attractive dish I've done yet. So yeah, no, good.
It's simple food, but I've got a lot of elements on there. It's everything I like. It's 6 on the plate to me, so I just hope that judges like, and if they don't, then I go home and then they haven't got very good taste.
It's definitely something I'd have as the Last Supper, but the end result wasn't as pretty as I had hoped for. And all I can smell is carrot. I take my dish up to the judges, Simon has on his poker face, and I'm thinking, oh, he doesn't like it. I knew it.
Where did the inspiration for your cheesecake come from?
I love peppermint chocolate and I love cheesecake, so I thought I'd try and put the two together. The flowers are actually from a memory of me going to my grandma's house. She used to have them as ornaments, and I thought, what a good idea to be able to not only eat the food, but kind of keep the food.
Go and grab a seat and we'll have a taste.
Thank you.
Well done.
What do you think of the presentation?
I love it.
I love it. It's charming.
The level of peppermint is just right. It's subtle. I love the crunch of the pistachio and flavour of that on top. I think it's sensational.
I couldn't agree more. I'd quite happily sit down with a big pot of tea or something and get through this.
It's sort of cheesecake, but not as we know it. She's just really done something different, and it tastes great.
Prime rib fit for a king, huh?
I hope so. I think it's the best thing that I've put up since I've been in the MasterChef kitchen, so I hope you guys enjoy.
Leave us to taste. Looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy.
That's nothing other than perfect. Love it. Tender, well seasoned. Love the thinking with the hot mustard, the shallot for some sourness, the creamy hotness with the horseradish. This is a true MasterChef dish.
It looks deceptively simple, but this guy's got nowhere to hide with this. It's got to be perfect or it's not going to be right, and he's nailed it.
Going into tasting, I really hope that the judges like the dish that I put up. I'm here to prove myself, and if I fail today, that's going to have a huge impact on me. The reason I made this dish today was if I am given an opportunity to cook my last meal on this earth, I would consider that opportunity as a privilege and an honor to have the family around me and enjoy the meal. And if this is something that I could do for them before I die, I would happily die.
Thanks, Cecil.
Thank you very much.
That is his heart on the plate. The biryani, he's got such a lovely level of spicing in there. It's not meant to be hot, it's meant to be fragrant. It's banging.
Outstanding. I think that's one of the best things I've eaten in a while.
Every Indian dairy should sell these because they are so good. I wouldn't be able to buy a bottle of milk without getting a couple of those every time. The curry is hot but flavoursome. Man, this guy's on fire today. My mouth's on fire with delight. He rocks.
I do feel proud about what I've made. I felt it was a bit of a risk to make something so rustic and simple, but the truth is, for a Last Supper meal, I'd be so proud to eat that. It's a dish that comes from the region that my grandmother is from in the north of Italy. It's a very humble dish, basically soup and scones, and then I've got butter that I made myself. On the side we've got some grated Parmigiano and then a little bowl of gremolato.
Leave us to taste.
It's fantastic.
Man, this is the best you see on MasterChef. It doesn't get better than this. This is flavour, this is smart thinking, it all works together. You know, this is the second soup we've had for the day. And, you know, I'm sorry to say to Corinna, this has just taken it to a whole new level.
I live for days like this. This is by far the best tasting we have ever had. Who's going home? The big question.
Oh, look.
Yeah, this will be the hardest decision, I think, ever for us on MasterChef today.
Going into the elimination today, I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure, you know, in comparison to everyone else, where I sat, really.
We know someone's going home, just it's tough knowing that we've all given so much to this challenge to wonder who it's going to be.
Welcome back. Your challenge was to cook us your last supper. And for all of you, we hope that isn't literally the case. Because standing in front of us are some of the finest home cooks we have ever seen. Top 13, this is my third season of MasterChef. And that is the best day's food I have ever eaten.
That, you know, made us feel great, because we've had days where they have been not so positive.
For us to hear that from the judges was a huge relief, but at the same time, a burst of happiness.
We asked you to put your heart on the plate and cook us what you'd serve us for your last meal on Earth. You revealed your stories, your personalities, your passions, and a formidable amount of talent.
Which makes this decision the hardest in MasterChef history.
I'm thinking, crap, who they're going to send home because it's so close.
David, Paula, Sushil, Janice, Aaron, Dana, please step forward.
I'm not sure whether it's a good thing to be called up first or it's a bad thing.
Your last suppers were to die for.
I feel really happy for myself and really happy for everyone else. Like, that's awesome.